Hi there, it's great to see you. This is the first video in a whole series on the Canon M50. It's a fantastic cinema camera and you're going to become a better storyteller when you use this camera. When you're shooting video, you want it to be easy. The first thing I'm going to show you is how you can turn recording on and off super easily. The very first day I was using this camera, I got incredibly frustrated because I was filming myself, and when the camera's in this position and it's pointed at you, pushing the record button is a nightmare. So the record button, where is it? You can't really see it and you can't feel it. It's in a really strange position. The record button has all these other cracks around it. It looks completely obvious when you look at it. Yeah, you're going to push there. But it's a tactile thing. You need to be able to feel that record button. You can't see it. You can't really feel it very well. Whereas the shutter button is right there. First thing I recommend is change the shutter button to be the record button. Then you're not getting mixed up between the two of them. This button, it just doesn't matter anymore. You just hit that one straight away and you've got action. Turn the camera on, place it into movie mode, then press the menu button, click OK, scroll across to the fifth button, fifth menu item, go to the button function, and you want fully pressed to be start, stop, movie, record. Usually it's on no function, so change that to start, stop, movie, record. Now, when you press the main button here, we get the recording happening. This is a great first step for the M50. Because now anytime we want to record, and we've got that camera pointed directly at us, we don't need to fish around and search for a button over here. We can just feel straight away for that really tactile, really lumpy main shooting button, press it, and we're going to be recording. With those settings changed, the shutter button only shoots video when this dial is on video. If this dial is on any of the stills photography settings, it takes a photo. One of the great things about shooting in 4K is you can export the frames as single images. So you can shoot a whole range of video and then choose the frame you like as a still image. Join me for the next video where I'll show you how I can get the most out of the kit lens that comes with the M50. In this case, I've got the 15 to 45mm lens, and just like the camera itself, people were wrong. They said that this lens is rubbish. It's not. It can be a fantastic lens. The magic of this lens begins with turning off image stabilization. So once again, go to the menu, go to shooting settings, go to IS settings, and make sure the digital IS is disabled and IS mode is on. That will keep the in-body stabilization for your lens, or the image stabilization within the lens. There's no in-body stabilization within the camera itself, but there is image stabilization in the lens. That's what you want. You don't want the digital stabilization within the camera. It's terrible. Before that next video, go out and buy yourself a couple of extra batteries. Now, you can get the Canon batteries, but they're pretty expensive. I found that you can get these on eBay super cheap. I've just got some generic branded batteries because I've got my original Canon battery and two spare batteries that aren't Canon but do the job really well. That way I can shoot pretty much all day and have batteries charging off to the side. You might notice that other YouTubers use a different menu system to this. This is the menu system that comes by default with the Canon M50. You can switch it over across to the older Canon style menu system. I like this because it's a touchscreen, and I think that menu preference comes from whether you're an established Canon shooter. If you are, you probably know exactly where to go within that older style of menu system. And if you're brand new to Canon, well, I'll be using this menu system that you see now. If you are more used to a Canon camera, then you can flip over to display settings here, click on OK, choose menu display, switch it from guided to standard, and now we have that standard Canon menu. As I say, it's not my choice, so I'm going to flip it back. It might be a little slower, but I find it more visual, and I seem to know where I am all the time with this mode. Whereas with the standard Canon mode, it feels like I have to remember more. I don't really want to be thinking about the camera itself. I want to be concentrating on what I'm shooting. It's time to get out there. It's time for you to get filming. And your results, they probably won't be fantastic first up. But the way you get better at filming is to do more filming. So get out there, shoot some film. Join me for the next video where I'll share more secrets behind the Canon M50. Subscribe, hit the notify. If this video is older, have a look. There'll be more videos on this Canon M50, more tips, more techniques to make you a great cinematographer. Filmmaker!